Now let's study chapter 6, that is encapsulation. Topic 6.1, access specifiers. Access specifiers, I have delayed this topic, access specifiers, again and again. So let's dive deep into it now. There are 4 types of access specifiers: public, private, protected, and nothing, that is default or friendly. Public, how we so what is public? Public is anyone can call this method. For example, if there is a method and there is public written in front of it, any class or any method can call this. That any method inside the class, any method outside the class, any method inside the package, any method outside the package can call this method. Then comes private, only methods in the same class. If this is private, so this is a private matter, so this has to stay inside the class. If it goes outside the class, it cannot call the private method. So private methods can be called only inside the class. Then comes protected, methods in class and methods in subclasses as well. So class also and subclass also. So if there is a subclass, its methods can also call this method if it is protected. It is protected from the methods outside classes and subclasses. Now comes nothing or friendly, or it is also called default. If we leave nothing, we write nothing instead of access specifiers, it goes into friendly or default. It is known as friendly or default. Any method in particular package. Okay, so outside class, the classes are inside a package, so any method inside the package can call this method. So for now, let's revise the whole thing. There are packages, package 1, pack 2, then inside these a class 1, class 2, class 1, class A, class B, subclass 1, sub 2. Okay, inside this class there is a method. Okay, so this method can be called inside the methods of sub 1, sub 2, class 1, class 2, pack 1, class A, class B. Every place this method can be called. But if this is private, only methods in the same class, so only methods in the same class can call. Sub 1, sub 2, class 2, class A, class B cannot call. And if this is protected, methods in the same class and methods in subclasses. Okay, so method can be called inside class 1, sub 2. And if there is nothing friendly or default, any method in particular package. So class 1, class 2 can call, but class A and class B cannot call because they are outside the package in which the method is present. Now comes our topic, that is 6.2, and scope and visibility. Scope and visibility. Variables declared in interior blocks are not visible to outer block. Variables declared in exterior block are visible to interior block. For example, class method var 1, var 2. This is the exterior block because this is on the exterior of method. This is the interior block because this is to the interior of class. Okay, so variables declared in interior block are not visible to the outer block. Variable 2 cannot be used outside the method, but variables declared in the exterior block are visible to the interior block. So variable 1 can be used inside methods. Okay, variables declared inside curly brackets are not visible outside the curly brackets. They are only visible inside the curly brackets. There may be more curly brackets inside it. It will be available inside those curly brackets as well, but this variable will only be can be used inside this curly brackets and not outside this curly brackets. Okay, for example, there may be two variables with the same name outside. For example, there is method 1, method 2, where both have the same name, but this where is not visible to this and this where is not visible to this method, because it is blocked by this curly brackets. Variables or data items are not again, to summarize this slide, data items are not visible outside the curly brackets but only visible inside the curly brackets. If there are more curly brackets inside the curly bracket, it is visible to those as well. Topic number 6.3, types of class methods. Accessor methods, they help access the data members, however it cannot change the value of data members. Mutator methods, they allow us to change the data members of an object. Manager methods, they deal with initializing class instances. These are not, we do not mention it in the program. The Java does not need to understand that it is an accessor method, mutator method or manager method. We have just created it so that the fellow programmers can understand it. If a group of programmers is working on some project, they can understand it. There are accessor methods declared together, mutator methods declared together, manager methods declared together. Now what are these? Accessor methods, as the name suggests, are used only to help to access data members. Mutator methods, they allow us to change the data members of an object. And manager methods, they deal with initializing class instances, like creating objects. Now mutator methods will change the value inside it, data plus plus minus minus, it can change, and accessor methods will help access this data in another class or object. Okay, then comes 6.4, advantages of encapsulation. Data hiding, there are some data that needs to be hidden from some people, therefore we use private, protected and default. So data is hidden from the places we do not want it to be. Implementation of logic are hidden. Flexibility, as we provide the access specifiers, it is flexible. It gives us the power to check the flexibility. Then more control in programmer's hand. So there is more power in our hand what we want to do with the certain class or certain method whom we want to allow to use them. This is the end of chapter 6, encapsulation. It is a very easy, very small theoretical chapter. It is very easy. If you are finding this difficult, notes are available for download. Download it, study it again and revise again and again. We have to score 100%. Thank you.